So when you're trying to force certain things because you do not love this vessel, you can't live without this person, you can't be alone, that is where you should even look at yourself and an analyzation of like, why am I even like this? Why do I feel as if I need someone else to make me happy? The only person you need to make you happy is yourself. That's it. You already have God with you, so there's nothing else for you to be clinging on to someone or attaching yourself to someone else. Why would you need them to feel happy? Understand that, like, when people say, I can't live without my partner or I can't live without this person, that is blasphemy. You should never say that. That shit could hinder your whole life, because if you keep saying that, I could never live without this girl, or she's the best girl in the world that I ever had, and she's the greatest, and I can't get over her, she's the best. Listen to what you're saying. It is a self-limiting belief that you're putting yourself in a box that I cannot live without this girl, or she's the best girl I ever had in my life. Now, when that person leaves you, imagine how hard that heartbreak is. How to escape external validation and find true love from within. You just need you to love you, and that's all that matters. You shouldn't be wanting love from other people or getting love from other people. It is a given of what you do. If you do good work, if you're a good person, you'll get the love. You don't want to be out there depending on someone to love you. That's not how it works. That's how relationships end up destroying people, where their heart is shattered because they're giving their everything to one person. And that one person can make or break you. Your self-love is the most important thing to find within yourself, because once you're able to find divine self-love and love yourself from within truly, you'll be able to then go show love to other people. You'll be able to go get out of your shell, your ego, your pride, your self-centeredness, and you'll be able to go show love to people. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to go shake that dude's hands, or you want to go hug this older woman that's, you know what I'm saying, just like seems like a good person, you just go and do it because you don't care about whatever anyone is thinking about you. Once you're able to find love within yourself, everyone else will love you. I made videos on detachment where you just need to solely focus on what you have going on, and you become the magnetic light where people see you and they want to be with you because you're just so good within yourself. You learn to love yourself. You learn to be able to go do certain things by yourself. That is one way of finding love, is just being able to be okay with yourself, even in silence, even when you're at the bar by yourself, or you're at the club by yourself, or you're at the movie theaters by yourself, or you're at the restaurants by yourself. If you're okay with being yourself, other people will then cling to you in a way. Like, it's like a magnet. I don't know why, but it just happens like that, because you're focused on your mission. You're focused on what you do and what makes you really happy. If you have something in your life that really makes you happy, you won't need anyone else to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, making videos for me makes me genuinely happy from the soul, and I'm helping other people, so that makes me happy. I do that. I naturally go do that. I go and play basketball, and I love to hoop, so I go do that. You know what I'm saying? That makes me happy. That brings me fulfillment. That brings me peace within myself. How to find self-love and stop caring for external validation is to honestly start to be by yourself. Monitor your thoughts, because your mind wanders in certain aspects, especially when you feel emotions towards those thoughts. When you're really in your head and you're distressful, you're depressed, or you're not feeling yourself, it's really not you. It's just something that you need to see within yourself of like, okay, why am I feeling this way when I'm alone? Why am I, you know what I'm saying? Why do I feel as if I need someone right now? Or why do I feel as if I need to go text my ex, or text another girl, or get with a girl, or fuck another girl just for me to feel okay with myself? That's a true analyzation of you and understanding who you are and what you need to work on. You see what I'm saying? If you're clinging to someone for happiness, for love, it will never work. You are clinging. At a point, you become a nuisance, because it's like you're so like attached. You're trying to grab onto something that is moving away from you, instead of letting it detach and watch that thing grab you. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy when you detach from certain people or certain outcomes, you get what you want. Because once you're okay with yourself and you love yourself, you don't need anyone else. Like, I'm not trying to say this in an egotistical way, or a way where it's like, yeah, I'm okay by myself, I don't need anyone else or anything like that. I'm just telling you, really, once you're okay with yourself, you do what you do on a regular day-to-day basis. Like, for me, I just get up and I just start editing my videos, like, instantly, for hours. You see what I'm saying? I'm writing down video ideas, I'm reading books, gaining knowledge, and I'm just giving it to you. I'm just spitting, recording, just doing what I want. I feel fulfilled. I'm okay with what I do. I can do this for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I can hoop for the rest of my life. I'm going to hit the gym for the rest of my life. I'm all right with myself. When I'm in the gym and when I'm training with other people, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they're not stronger than me, like I like to train by myself. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no other way that I can put it. I like to be by myself there, just listening to music, getting a crazy pump, and focusing on myself. And within that way, I get so much more people coming to me, because once I detach and I don't care about anything, almost, it's not like that you don't care about anything, but it's just you're so focused on what you have going on. It's like that's your mission. It's just what you're doing, and you're okay with being by yourself and doing what you love to do. And even like within myself, I make myself laugh. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I make myself laugh in the weirdest situations, but I'll like say a joke in my mind and I start laughing as if someone else told me a joke. Once you learn to be okay with yourself, being alone, going to clubs by yourself, you know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where I was at the parties by myself, clubs by myself, go to movie theaters by myself. Regardless, like, I'm okay with that because I have me and I also have God with me. So what do I need to, you know what I'm saying, be clinging and trying to grab something that isn't there? If a girl doesn't like me or she's not moving with me, that's okay. I'll fall back. And if you want to know everything, and every single time I fell back, they came right back. It's detachment. It's you learning to be okay with yourself and love yourself. You'll be able to go and love other people without being clinging and just being up someone's butt all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when there's people that just are around you and they want to be like you, or they're just trying to be in your group or something like that. I remember in high school, I knew so many people like that, and they're trying to force themselves to attach themselves to my group and be like us and talk like us and shit like that. I'm like, bro, go to your other friends or your other friend groups, because it's like, it's not you almost. It's just like, why are you trying so hard to force something? Just fall back. Like, if he was himself, that person in high school, or there was a lot of people like that in high school, if he was just himself, I accepted people way more for them being them. Like nerds being nerds that talk about anime, nerds being nerds that play video games. That is what I was, and that's what I like. So I connected with each other in a certain type of way. So when you're trying to force certain things because you do not love this vessel, you can't live without this person, you can't be alone, that is where you should even look at yourself and an analyzation of like, why am I even like this? Why do I feel as if I need someone else to make me happy? The only person you need to make you happy is yourself. That's it. You already have God with you, so there's nothing else for you to be clinging on to someone or attaching yourself to someone else. Why would you need them to feel happy? Understand that, like, when people say, I can't live without my partner, or I can't live without this person, that is blasphemy. You should never say that. That shit could hinder your whole life, because if you keep saying that, I could never live without this girl, or she's the best girl in the world that I ever had, and she's the greatest, and you know what I'm saying, I can't get over her, she's the best. Listen to what you're saying. It is a self-limiting belief that you're putting yourself in a box that I cannot live without this girl, or she's the best girl I ever had in my life. Now, when that person leaves you, imagine how hard that heartbreak is. To say something so blasphemous, I don't give a fuck what girl is in my world. I don't care what human being is in my world. If it is not God, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if it's my girlfriend, my wife. You know what I'm saying? I can't live without another person. Think about the words that you say. Words have so much power. This dude's talking about, I cannot live without this girl. I can't live without this. I can't live without that. Bitch, you've been doing this regardless. You know what I'm saying? That girl leaves you, you're gonna have to figure a way out anyways. You're gonna have to do this regardless. To find the self-love within yourself is generally you have to be alone. You have to detach from people. And I want you to understand, when you detach from people and you don't be around the way, you then stem to their mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like a connection that is lost. You know what I'm saying? Say someone that you're forcing to be with. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're forcing to be with this person. It just doesn't work, because you beast and you around too much. You're doing too much. You're spamming. You're clinging. You feel as if you need to fill the void, but the void should only be fulfilled from yourself. But you're forcing to be with someone. It just doesn't work. It's like when you have two magnets and you have two positive magnets or two negative magnets, they don't go together. Like, they just, you know what I'm saying? They just don't go together. They go around the way. You got a positive and a negative, that shit goes together. So it's like, you have to find the love within yourself and stop forcing things. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? When you are beasting someone or you're up someone's ass all day, that person gets tired of you. It's like, yeah, you become a nuisance. But then when you detach and you're not around as much, you become the center of the topic. People want to go and talk to you again. They want to be around you because you're not around as much. And it's as simple as that. Stop forcing people to like you. People will like you if you didn't force yourself to act a certain way, to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I always liked the nerds because they were themselves. And I was somewhat of a nerd as well. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go where you feel as if people like you, and you'll find people regardless that fit your criteria, that fit you. You know what I'm saying? Like a Christian person goes with a Christian person. Someone who follows Islam would normally go with someone who follows Islam. You see what I'm saying? It's like, you don't force it, things are just gonna happen. And when you don't force it, things will happen and things will come to you. You just got to take a step back, find yourself, love yourself, learn to love to be by yourself. My challenge to you is to go around your way and say hi to everyone that you see with a smile on your face. Be a nice person. You'll attract more nice people. You're a dickhead, you'll attract more dickheads. It's as simple as that. Finding the self-love for you not to get attached to certain things or certain outcomes. Just know that you have yourself and you're okay with that and you're fulfilled with that. Go to the movies by yourself. Do certain things by yourself. Meditate. You're meditating, you're going to be by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't bring my partner or my friends to go out and meditate with me. I would go do that by myself. So when you're in meditation, you're thinking of just controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, figuring out what is wrong with you or what you're feeling and why you're feeling this way, and learning how to patch those holes with things that will never break those holes again. Just be by yourself. Learn to actually be by yourself. Do the things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like for me right now, right? I went to church by myself. Smooth. I'm going to church and I met a lot of people and I say hi to my people that I love. And after this, I'm going to edit my videos, which is by myself for a couple hours. Then boom, I'm going to go play basketball by myself for a couple hours. Then boom, I'm going to come home, eat some food by myself for a couple hours. Then boom, I'm going to read. I'm going to have to finish this book, The Psychology of Money, by myself. Whoa, shocker. And then go to sleep. And it's not something that, like, is lonely. You're not lonely because I feel fulfilled within myself. Like, I'm not going to ever force anyone to be with me or like to hang out with me. I'm going to go where people like me as. You know what I'm saying? Like, I attract the people who are like me. My friends, all of them, that we throw jokes. We have a lot of fun. A lot of my friends hoop. A lot of my friends want to upgrade their life. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their own field. They're in the grind. Like how I be in the lab. I say I'm in the lab when I'm in the gym or I'm making videos. I'm in the lab. They in the lab and they own things. You see what I'm saying? I'm not with them 24/7. I don't be around anyone 24/7. I'm with myself 24/7, and I'm okay with that. And I could be with a lot of other women. I can do this. Like, that's not a question because that was a once life that I lived. But in order for me to get rich or, accomplish my goals, I have to stay 10 toes down in the grind. I got to stay focused on what I do. You know what I'm saying? And having all of these women in my phone was always a nuisance to me. And I'm texting and I'm doing all of this, FaceTime and all this. It's like, bro, that shit becomes a full-time job at one point. So I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. I just need to go get some fucking money and focus on my goals and get to where I want to be. And that's my chapter of life right now. But even when I do have women in my phone and I have a lot of shorties with me, I'm not attaching and forcing myself to this girl. If she likes me, we're just gonna connect together. If we have a lot of things that we stem together, she's a good person, I'm a good person, she hits the gym, I hit the gym, we're gonna go together naturally. You can't force it. Fuck forcing it. Why would you force it? And because you're scared to be alone, because you can't live without someone. Listen to what you're talking about. Listen to what you say and what you're thinking. That's not you. I can't live without someone. What are you talking about? You have to learn how to live by yourself and love yourself in order for you to gain success in whatever you're doing. To love yourself, to love your partner, to be successful, you have to learn how to be by yourself for a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the exact quotes, but God sends them on their journey by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like for years by themselves. And I never heard them in the Bible talking about they complaining about this and that. They're okay with themselves because that's how it is. You're supposed to be by yourself. You're supposed to love yourself. If you love yourself, you could then go love the world. That's why when you see people with insecurities and they're always like hindering other people or trying to hate on other people or being rude to other people, it's because they don't love themselves. Because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't want people to do that to you, so you wouldn't go do it to others. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to be rude to people. You're not going to say things that are going to hurt them. Even when you know things that can, you know what I'm saying, like is the right answer, I will still let that person talk about whatever they're talking about because I don't want to hinder them. I'd rather that person be more happier and like, you know what I'm saying, when they say ignorance is bliss, I'd rather let them live like that because they're more happier and I don't want to ruin their spirit and I don't want to be the mayor of bad news. You see what I'm saying? Why would I want to be that person? I'd rather that person be smiling, flowing, letting them do what they want to do, flow within their world, without me coming and saying something that I know and hindering this person's point of view and their happiness. I don't want to do that. When you go through so much things and you learn to love yourself and be by yourself, you won't rely on anyone else for your happiness. You find your happiness from within, because that's the only way you were supposed to live anyways. If you're clinging on this person for her to love you or for him to love you, you're losing from the beginning. I need this person to love me. Why would you ever need anyone to love you? You have yourself, you have God. And once you fulfill that and you really feel it, like, yeah, I really love myself, I love being by myself, I love doing things by myself, people want to join you, people want to be around you, because you're not forcing anyone to do any certain type of thing, you're just with them. So if you're like with me, you'll be coming to the gym with me, or you'll be, you know what I'm saying, like if I'm going out to relax, you might go to the beach with me. Like, it's simple. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything with me. And if they don't like what I do, if a girl, you know what I'm saying, doesn't like what I do, or I go to the gym, or like she doesn't want to work out and things like that, it's like, okay, we don't go together, it's fine. I wish you the very best, have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna force you, no, you gotta come to the gym now, or you gotta do this. No, let the human be a human. Let the human do what it does. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do, you flow, you hit the gym. This person eats Cheetos and watching Netflix all day. That's what they're gonna do. I'd rather go where people are like me. I'd rather have a girl who hits the gym because I hit the gym. I'd rather have a woman do what I kind of do because we align way more. You see what I'm saying? So never force anyone to love you. You have yourself, you have God, you're all right. Never force it. Let it all come to you. That is what the detachment is. That is what flowing in this universe is all about, is just letting things come to you. You know what I'm saying? When you think about women that you're forcing and you're chasing, think about when you really chase women and you're thinking about girls all day, every day, and you're just going up to every girl like I once was. They were not fully moving away from me. A lot of the women that like me, they like me, right? It was like I'm just chasing something so hard. Why the fuck am I chasing anything? All of it's gonna come to me. Just put in the work and whatever you do and it will come to you. If you're chasing a girl, you're already putting her above you. No one's above you. You're a human just like everyone else is. I don't care about this hierarchy or whatever. I am the hierarchy. Like, fuck is you talking about? I'm never gonna sit here and think that Kim Kardashian or Ice Spice or all these women are better than me, because that wouldn't make sense. I don't care about any of that. Like, I'm him and that's that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just focus up on yourself. Learn to love yourself. Be by yourself. Meditate by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And after a short period of time, your body will start to learn what it likes to do, and you go do what it does. Quite honestly, when you do what you love to do by yourself, you are distracted in a way anyways. Like when I'm making these videos, I'm not in my thoughts thinking all of these negative thoughts. Oh, I'm lonely, I'm this, that. I'm just focused on what I'm doing. And those thoughts don't even come to mind. Like when I'm in the gym, I'm in the flow state. Or when I'm making these videos, I'm in the flow state just spitting. I'm focused on what I got going on. I'm not worried about this girl, or I'm not worried about certain things in my life that's going to hinder me. I'm just focused, dialed in. When I'm editing, I'm dialed in. When I'm reading, I'm dialed in. When I'm meditating, I'm dialed in. When I'm playing basketball, I'm dialed in. I am distracted from everything else, so you don't even think about that shit. You're all right by yourself. Like being by myself, I never even analyzed how much I am by myself until I made this video. Like, yeah, I'm really by myself damn near every day, all day, every day, but I'm in the grind. So if I'm staying 10 toes down in the lab in the grind, I got to stay in the grind, and that's by myself. I'm not going to have my shorty or a lot of my friends just sitting here trying to, you know what I'm saying, distract me or anything. That's why if you know me in real life, my phone is on D&D regardless. Like if I just met a shorty or if it's shorty I know, they all know my shit on D&D, and that's just what it is. That's the game I play of this life shit. I want to win, so I got to stay focused. And when I'm getting all these text messages from all these girls and shit, it's like fucking up my brain when I'm editing. Oh, I gotta text her, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, or I'm getting this phone call. Until I'm done editing, or I'm done with my videos, or done playing basketball, or done hitting the gym, then I'll get back to you. You see what I'm saying? Do the things that you love to do by yourself. Never beg anyone to love you. Never force it, because when you don't force it, it all comes to you. When you chase the shorties, you know what I'm saying, they're repellent. But when you fall back and you see all these shorties geeking and tweaking, like in my situation, my point of view, they come to me regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm fly, I look good, everything about me is good, so they come to me. It's just not even trying at that point. Literally, it's not even like trying. I'm fly, I got out of church, I'm just him, so it's like it all comes to me. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's the universe rewarding you of not forcing anything. So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna leave my last video right here for you guys, so if you missed upon that, go watch this video. So stay yourself, stay 300, whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe in you, bro.